Hello, today I'll be reviewing the new album from Dark Tranquillity, Endtime Signals. Definitely been a long time since I've done an actual album review, but when it comes to Dark Tranquillity, some of my favorite work from the band has to be albums like The Gallery, Haven, Damage Done, Fiction, Adama. Those are probably my favorite albums from the band, but they also have other solid albums too, like Character, and I even like Projector, which is one of their more different sounding albums, but I personally kind of dig it. But when it comes to the more recent work, Adama is definitely my favorite though. But yeah, when it comes to this album, I was definitely really looking forward to this one, especially with how impressed I was with the singles, especially one of those specific singles, which we'll get to in a moment here. But yeah, let's go ahead and dive into the album. The album starts off with Shivers and Voids, which is a solid mid-paced melodic death metal song. You can maybe make the argument that it kind of feels like kind of standard Dark Tranquillity. Nothing too different, nothing too new for them, but still a solid way to open up the album. I do dig the chorus. But we move to the next song, Unforgivable, which has to be probably my favorite of the singles. With this song, they really bring in the speed, such as in the verses. You get some speed and aggression there. But then you have the chorus, which I can definitely sing going well live. But with that said, I hope Dark Tranquillity is a band that I would love to see live someday. Hopefully I get an opportunity someday. But Unforgivable, again, definitely my favorite of the singles. Another solid melodic death metal anthem for them. But let's move on to the next song, Neuronal Fire. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. And this is probably another favorite of mine on the album. This song to me also has probably one of my favorite choruses on the album. Not sure how to describe why, besides just musically I just love what they're doing in the chorus. And then later in the song, I think you get probably one of my favorite solos on the album too. Really dig the solo work in this song especially, but yeah, again, definitely another one of my favorites on the album. But then we moved to the song Not Nothing, which was the third single, and this was another song I really dug when it came out, and I still dig it now. This is maybe another one of my favorites on the album. With this song, you get your growls, but you also get your clean vocals from Michael, and the clean singing that you get in this song, definitely a good reminder of why probably Michael is probably one of the best vocalists in the world of melodic death metal. Not only does he have a really great growl, but the guy really can sing, and he definitely shows that in other songs on the album too. But Not Nothing, another solid choice for a single too. I mean, a song that I've liked more and more with each listen, and this is probably another standout to me on the album. But next we're moving to the song Drowned Out Voices, which in the verses you get some nice growls over some pummeling heavy riffs, and then you have the chorus, which is a bit more melodic, but you still get some growls there. But I really dig the softer, more melodic section that you get towards later in the song, around the 2 minutes and 25 seconds mark, somewhere around there. You get this softer, more cleaner section where you get some solid singing from Michael. And Drowned Out Voices, again, the first half of this album is really strong, and Drowned Out Voices might be another standout on the album for me. All around, definitely another really good song on the album for me. But moving to the next song, we'll be moving to One of Us Is Gone, and this song is a tribute to their guitar player, Frederick, one of their former guitar players, which, if I remember correctly, played with them during the 90s. But yeah, he died back in 2022, and you get some really good emotive clean vocals from Michael in this song. And as you listen to the song, you can tell it's heartfelt, you can tell it's genuine, and yeah, all around another pretty good song on the album. Of course, on the more melodic side, one of the more melodic songs on the album. Now when it comes to replay value compared to some of the other songs on the album, this might be a song that I might not reach for as much, maybe due to the more darker subject matter, or maybe it'll depend on my mood, who knows. But either way, One of Us Is Gone, another pretty good song on the album, I'd say. A standout in the song, of course, being Michael's vocals. But we'll be moving to the next song, which was also the first single, The Last Imagination, which, kind of like with Shivers and Voids, this is another song that kind of feels kind of like standard Dark Tranquillity, or at least sounds kind of like what they've been doing with the past few albums. But the last Imagination, this was a song that I really dug when it first came out, as of course the first single. Again, I do like I probably like Unforgivable more, but Last Imagination I think is another solid single for Dark Tranquillity though. Some more solid melodic death metal from them. But then we're moving to the next song, Enforced Perspective, and this song is kind of along the lines of a song like Unforgivable. This song also brings back the speed and aggression, and while I probably think Unforgivable is probably a stronger song, I still think Enforced Perspective is another solid, heavy song from Dark Tranquillity. I especially dig the use of keyboards in this song, especially such as around the chorus or so. But Enforced Perspective, another pretty good song on the album. And then we have Our Disconnect, which I'll be honest, probably one of my least favorites on the album, but still a solid track though. I can see this song fitting well on their previous album, Moment, which Moment for me, not one of their stronger albums, but still a solid album though. I do think this album is probably the stronger album of the two, but I still think Moment is a solid album though. But Our Disconnect, another good song on the album, but personally not one of my favorites on the album though. But then we have Wayward Eyes, and I definitely dig the pummeling heavy riffs that you get in the verses. And then you have the chorus, which is a bit more melodic. You get some clean vocals from Michael in the chorus, and this song might have some of my favorite vocal work on the album from Michael. But yeah, Wayward Eyes, when it comes to the second half, it's probably one of my favorites. For me, another standout on the album. And then we have A Bleaker Sun. And the thing that really stands out the most to me with this song is definitely the riffs, especially the main riff. It sounds like a riff you can maybe hear in the world of prog metal, maybe debatable, but still, I really dig the main riff of this song. And I also like the use of synths in this song. I think the synths complement the riffs in this song well, especially. That's another standout in the song for me. But Bleaker Sun, another pretty good song on the album, I'd say. But then the album ends on a more melodic, more atmospheric note with False Reflection, a song that sees more melodic, clean vocals from Michael, and it's a solid way to close off the album. I'll admit, probably not one of my favorites on the album, a song I might not return to as much as some of the other songs on the album, but False Reflection is still a solid way to close off the album. It has some strong melody to it, but overall, another solid album from Dark Tranquillity. I mean, when it comes to the more modern work, this is probably one of the stronger ones, I'd say. I would say that I do like this one more than Moment. I probably like it more than We Are the Void and Construct, but I do think Adama is definitely a stronger album though. But still, this album, Endtime Signals, another solid album in the Dark Tranquillity discography, I'd say. And if I were to name some of my favorites on the album, I'd probably go with Unforgivable, Neuronal Fire, Not Nothing. Wayward Eyes is probably another one of my favorites on the album. Drowned Out Voices is also really good too, but yeah, those are again some of my favorites on the album. But if I were to give this album a rating, I'm probably going to go with an 8 out of 10, either a 7.75 or an 8 out of 10. I'm currently in that range in my rating, but anyways, let me know your thoughts on this album. Do you love it? Do you hate it? Are you more towards the middle? Where does this album rank for you personally when it comes to the Dark Tranquillity discography, or within their more recent stuff and all the good stuff? But anyways, thanks for watching. Please leave a comment and a like, subscribe. Have a nice day and take care.